still drinking coffee from my B Defender mug. Some people might remember the bunk from from the first season, when everyone wanted a piece of the mug. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready. We are going to go right into the first game, so I can warm myself up. So Jaxx versus StuntR on Antigua Shipyard. As I've said, guys, welcome again. We have StuntR spawning on the right top side and Jaxx on the left top side. So interesting spawning positions. The third for StuntR is going to be a bit interesting to take, because it's so close to Jaxx. So let's see what tactics guys are going to employ. I'm curious if Jaxx will actually go for a pylon on the low ground and a nexus, or yeah, pylon on the low ground. Interesting position for a pylon. Usually I've seen Indy place the pylon around here. Let's not forget that last week Indy versus StuntR, Indy went for a pylon nexus, and when StuntR saw that, he just took all his drone and all the zerlings he made, that he just attacked. So we see that Jaxx actually scouted StuntR immediately. Let's see where StuntR's drone is going. Seems that the drone is going on to the right path, so he will find that pylon on the low ground. What is Jaxx going to do right now? It seems that he will just put down a gate, a forge, sorry. It still costs the same. So yeah, with that forge, StuntR needs to be careful not to get cannon rushed, but we see that he's building the spawning pool, so it's more of a safe opening. And we see that the drone is already hitting the pylon. It's a bit just to be annoying. I mean, what else can you do with the drone? You can't actually, it's not that vital right now. You don't have what else to scout. I mean, the guesses are not important because you know that he's going fast expansion. And the reason why you hit that pylon is because if you manage to get a few, as you can see, the shield is going down. If you manage to get, like a few zerlings, you will have that extra damage that you already got to the pylon. If this pylon manages to get down, it will be pretty nice. But we see that Jaxx is playing pretty safe, and he's already putting down a cannon, and already the second pylon. I think he wants to actually wall off before he and there go the hatchery. He wants to put down the gate before the nexus, just to be safe. It's very important not to be too greedy. I remember last week Indy told StuntR, man, I know you want to win, but go all in like that. And StuntR called him when you go nexus first. And Indy was like, well, it's standard. It's greedy but standard. So greedy but standard. That cannon managed to kill one zerling. So we finally see the nexus going down, and we had a cancel over there. It was more it was placed there just to do a wall. And we see that StuntR is spreading the zerlings all around. He has control of the Xanaga tower. He has two zerlings over here just to spot anything, and this zerling is still yeah, this is very good. You don't want to leave the probe alone. Always chase the probe, because if this probe remains over here, this probe will return back later to do more damage. The probe can easily put a pylon over here, a pylon over here, a pylon that you will probably forget about, and you are going to be harassed later. And let's not forget, this is like the only way that the the Protoss can scout right now, because he is forced to stay in base until he gets a robo, or until he research hallucinations, or of course until he will go out to attack. But you kind of need to be sure what's going on before you move out. So we see Jaxx mining from the Botha simulators. He is producing probes, And as you see, he is already researching the +1 weapons, you know, the ground weapons. So we might just see a normal 8-9 minute push. Now it's going to depend on what kind of push. Are we going to see 7 sentries, or probably not, mainly because he will get a few sentries, but usually the type of attack with sentries is when you can't wall off like this and you need the sentries around your nexus just to stop the Zerlings. That's usually the... But we will see a couple of sentries in the army composition anyway, just to block, to force field the ramp. So basically, if you force field the ramp, of course the units that are building inside the main base, they can't go out, and this hatchery is surely going to fall down, and that usually means a lot of trouble for the Zerg. What I find interesting is that StuntR didn't went for a third base. You know, usually sometimes the Zergs, you know, Zergs like that Angel, when they see a fast expansion, they immediately take their third. So by minute 5 they have the third on the way. But look at this. What kind of pressure Jaxx is preparing to do? A 7 gate with a +1. Now this is going to be very interesting. Let's see if he's going to manage to scout this. Pop. This is going to be very close. I think he spotted it. He spotted the gates. Oh my god, look at how beautiful they are placed. So right now we have Spire on the way. So not sure how that will work, because Jaxx can just warp in something like, you know, 7 stalkers, and then what? You can't engage with your probably 7 mutas. But we already see a lot of spine crawlers going down for StuntR, and he might actually have a chance to hold this. He will warp in over here from the high ground. Yeah, I heard that there is a change on Hearts of the Swarm. The pylon, if you place the pylon over here, the pylon range will not affect the high ground, so you won't be able to warp in on the high ground even if you have an observer, you know, you have vision. So curious how that will turn out. Anyway, back to the game. We see that Jaxx is already moving out to the field. He got control of the Xenaga tower. He killed the Zerling over there. The problem is that he kind of let too much time for StuntR to prepare. We have 9 mutas on the way, +1 also. And we see Twilight Council on the way. He will surely go and get Blink, and that's going to help him a lot. And the reason why he took, he also wants to continue the upgrades. That's why he's also getting the Twilight Council. However, the mutas are on the field, and this is awesome for StuntR, because basically he keeps Jaxx inside his base. So Jaxx kind of wanted to do a 7 gate pressure, you know, put pressure, get the Zerg out, but because when I say get the Zerg out, I mean kill the Zerg that moment. But oh, StuntR is kind of in a strange position right now with his mutas. But again, he's still keeping Jaxx inside his base while he takes 2 expansions. One expansion from here is he's already moving drones. He will need to take down this. Careful. 3 more mutas on the way, +1 will finish us, and as you can see, Blink is at about 50%. He's getting down this pylon. Jaxx was careful enough not to warp in over this area, you know, where this pylon is going to fall down. Do some micro, but he can still come back and take the pylon later. And yeah, now what? StuntR is sitting in a pretty comfortable position, and Jaxx will rely a lot on those stalkers. With Blink he can do good micro. Also, as you can see, ground weapons level 2 are on the way. Isn't he kind of killing the wrong pylon? Oh no, that's how he wants to go. So we see that Jaxx is preparing to move forward, but again he's still harassed with the mutas. He can't move out. He was forced to add a cannon, actually more than one cannon, to Oh, and also Dark Sky, nice. He was forced to add one cannon at his naturals, main base and natural. +2 is finishing right now. We have 6 pylons on the way, and StuntR is mining happily from this base. Mainly gas, from what I see. He's also taking the extractor again, so he will play mass mutas. And mass mutas usually work pretty nice. We saw it actually on the first game from the league that Jaxx played. He played versus Death Angel, and that's how Death Angel played on Shattered Temple. And basically Death Angel gets like 40 mutas. It's keeping you in 2 bases. You can't do anything else. He just expands and you sit on 2 bases. Now we see that StuntR has map control right now. As you see, he's sitting pretty comfortable. He's getting energy on this queen. And on this queen. And on this queen. So inject problems. No idea how he does it. He has a queen, only 2 queens, 1 on 2 and 1 on 3. Oh, the Michael Jackson is coming. In case you didn't know, this is no chance. And he goes in with the mutas. Let's see. Oh my god, look, the splash damage. At Jaxx is forced to go right near the cannon, so the cannon will add some extra damage. But with so many mutas, more exactly, he has 24 mutas. They can, with that splash damage and that +1 attack, +2 is on the way also. They can deal with a lot of stalkers. And let's jump down the econ. We see that StuntR has 82 drones. He lost this base, but still he can just put it back. It's not a big deal for him, mainly because he has this 3rd hatchery over here mining for some time and still getting more energy on that queen. I remember another player that had like problems with inject, especially late game, was Zim. And right now 92 drones in case you missed it, but oh, you don't actually want to fight that way. He lost a few mutas freely. And more drones going to this base. StuntR with 92 drones, about 2000 minerals income per minute, per blizzard minute. That's I actually want like a clock that will work with blizzard minutes. I think that's something of Blizzard implementing a new time. So nice blink forward, catching down a few more mutas, and StuntR still managed to snipe a few pylons. And again, as you can see, Jaxx is forced to play in 3 bases. He can't actually go out. He tried some harassment with Dark Templars. He manages to take down this base, but besides that, nothing. I think StuntR can even expand other gold, even if it's more risky, because Jaxx can just move forward, snipe it, and then run away. But look, StuntR is going for the kill. Zerlings with 1-1, with lot of banelings, 31 banelings, 26 mutas, and he's going up, or he just wants a nice force heals. But he's going to snipe the sentries with the mutas, so he can still do a lot of damage. And let's see what's going to happen now. The stalkers are coming down. Is he going to just go in? Oh, nice clumped up stalkers. 2 more forces, nice. But he managed to snipe them again. But the banelings are still rolling. Don't lose them into a Nexus. The Nexus fell down, and I think yeah, StuntR did what he wanted to do, and that was destroy the 3rd of Jaxx. And let's not forget, StuntR has this base. This base is he's going to mine soon from it, and finally injecting on this base. And of course, I'm not even going to mention the natural, and he's about mined out in the main base anyway. So yeah, Jaxx is forced to mine from only the natural, because he's also about mined out in the main base. So yeah, StuntR maxed out again with Zerlings, Banelings and Mutas. He's going in for the kill, and this is the whole army that Jaxx has. And yeah, he would just go at oh, look, so many Zerlings. He doesn't even care if the Banelings die, because when a Banelings explode, he does damage to the buildings anyway. We see that yeah, the Dark Templars did some nice damage to some Banelings, but they kind of suicide. Dark Templars hitting a Baneling that's like suicidal. So yeah, the mine base is under attack. Jaxx is forced to come back, but a bit late. There are still Banelings alive. Let's see if he's going to manage to deal some damage with the Banelings. Sure. And yeah, 18 more mutas for StuntR. He has 7 right now, and 68 Zerling, so he still has a pretty decent number of units. He's almost maxed out again. Jaxx at 90 food. He's I think he has around 18 probes. Jaxx needs to do something right now, but not sure what he can do. Because of this, of that muta play, he was forced to stay inside the base. He couldn't do the pressure that Protoss players like to do, and from then StuntR just expanded all around the map. So we see Jaxx finally doing some offensive pressure. A bit too late in my opinion, but let's see what's going to happen. He has 2 Archons over there. Nice, a storm, but he misses the mutas. He kind of stormed his own Zealots. He needs to take down the Archons, because the Archons do a lot of damage right now, but it's not going to matter too much because there are so many Zerlings, and he's switching to Roaches right now. 15 Roaches on the way. He's retreating with the mutas. He got way too much free damage. But with 19 mutas, let's see where the mutas are, sorry, the 19 roaches. The roaches are going, unfortunately, they are going to pop out all around the map. He might actually lose this base, but and again with the mutas, the roaches are also coming in. The spine crawlers are rooting, and yeah, he didn't even lost the 3rd base, even pooping some changelings. He's like, look, I have my own Zealots that don't attack. So yeah, roaches, nice switch. He has a carapace already. Also just finishing with adrenaline gland, so the Zerlings are going to be even more powerful. StuntR has gas, but he has no minerals, but that's the GG. So it's not going to even matter too much. 1-0 for StuntR on the first game. Let me actually check the players. I'm talking with the players that are going to play tomorrow, because some of the players that are playing in the league, they are going to WCG, BTQT included. He's going to, I think it's in Korea or something like that. So yeah, he kind of needs to play his game. Now we are going to go into the second game. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Okay guys, are you ready for the second game? I hope you are. So welcome guys to the second game between StuntR and Jaxx. We have StuntR spawning on the bottom left corner, and on the top right corner we have Jaxx. Jaxx is the winner of the German qualifiers. He's from the clan ESC, the same clan where Goody is. And StuntR is the winner of the Hungarian qualifiers. He is a member of the team NF team. I think it means New Future team, something like that. He's a teammate with Breach and Purple, very good two Terran players. And StuntR actually managed to take down Breach right on the first round. And he played the final with Purple, and I was kind of amazed with the way that Hungarian Terran plays. They actually play with Reapers. I'm not sure if maybe it was something on the meta game that the two Terran players tried, or how they play that month when the qualifier was back in October. But I haven't seen a Terran player research Reaper speed in ages. Now, if the stream is lagging, not sure, it should work okay. But if the stream is lagging, you can try the low quality version. I'm streaming in full HD, and if you don't have like a good internet connection, it might not work that well for you. But if it doesn't work well, please try the low quality version and just tell me, because I'm trying to find out a way on how to stream better. But anyway, we see that StuntR is opening for Speedlings opening. Basically how that works is that you take an extractor around 14, you get one more drone, and then one more drone, and then you put down the spawning pool, and by the time the spawning pool is done, you will have 100 minerals, and then you can, as you see, you can immediately start researching the metabolical boost. And we see that StuntR already is not mining gas anymore. Also, another thing you might want to do, the thing is that you don't need gas anymore right now. And if you don't play in, like a banning bust or some roach all in, then you need gas. But since StuntR is not playing all in, and one of the reasons he takes the drones from the gas is that he wants that that expansion much faster, and that's a good way to do it. Now we see that Jaxx is going for a Nexus, but because he scouted, he felt confident that he can get the Nexus before the cannon, and he actually did manage to get the Nexus before the cannon. Now he's waiting for the gate to finish, and I think he is going to place the cybernetic score. Okay, he's placing another cannon. He will place the cybernetic score somewhere in the back, because that's like the most important building. If you're a Zerg and you're preparing for a banning bust, always try to target the cybernetic score. If the cybernetic score is not available, target the forge. The thing with the cybernetic score is that it stops sentries for being built, and the sentries are the way for Protosses to stop bannings. Now we see that the hatchery for StuntR just finished. He's injecting with his queen, and what will he do? He's mining gas, he has a roach horn, and he has 5 roaches on the way. He seems that he's going for a roach all-in or something like that. And the main problem for Jaxx right now is that the roaches can easily take down this forge if they go around this area. So the forge can go down, and then he can just ignore the 2 cannons and maybe just go and do a run by and just go directly into the main base. 2 more roaches, and as you can see, the 5 roaches that he built are already going. 1 sentry on the way, Twilight Council for Jaxx on the way. And I'm not sure how this is going to turn out for Jaxx. Jaxx right now has 1 point and he's sitting on the 3rd spot, but he has a game that he has to play with Fu. Not sure if that's going to happen. Probably not. But he kind of got upset. So let's see, StuntR is going. He's targeting fire the cannon. The Zerlings are attacking the Forge also, and this is looking very bad for Jaxx. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Nice force field, but some Zerlings are still inside hitting the cannon. Right now he's hitting the sentry fall down, and there is one more force field. Another cannon is going to finish right now, and the cybernetic core is probably going to fall down. Jaxx is forced to pull down the probe in order to defend. The cybernetic core fell down, no more warp gates, and look at how much damage StuntR is doing right now. He's building 40 more Zerlings, so he's going to go for it. The Stalkers is doing awesome damage, but Jaxx has left the game. So 2-0 for StuntR. Nicely done for him. StuntR will just go at -2 points. Not sure if he's probably